Hi everyone. So in the last video I showed you how we added data to our Firebase database using our Laravel admin panel. So in this video I'm going to show you how can I add subcategory data to my Firebase collection. So as you have seen in the last video, like we added subjects, so like subject consists of courses, so we'll be adding subcategory to the subject, that is to add courses in our Firebase collection. So let's quickly begin to do that. For that, first I need to make a controller that would be named as course controller. So I'll write PHP artisan make controller course controller. Okay, the controller is created, so we'll check with the controller. Okay, we have our controller over here. So let's quickly declare the route. Go to web and we'll write route get slash subject slash, here we will be passing a subject index value, that is the ID of the subject, and course. Comma okay, we have declared our route. So now we'll go to course controller and create this index method. So we'll get the reference to our database. So I'll go back to my subject controller and copy the code of the connection and the JSON connection files, and I'll paste it over here. I will also get the database reference in the reference variable. For my courses collection, now I passed ID along with that root, that is my subject ID. So I'll get this ID over here so that I can query my database according to that ID, the reference. So now I'll get the data. I'll declare a data variable called data, and in the reference I'll be giving reference pointing to order by child, key is parent subject ID, pointing to equal to id pointing to get value. So I'll be getting the data in which parent subject id is equal to the id that I am passing through this particular field. So I'll just return the data and run the code. Let's see what happens. G7 code, and I'll be passing data through this. So I'll write PHP artisan serve to run my code. Okay, my Laravel. So I'll write localhost 8000 /subject/2/courses. Okay, let's see what happens. So okay, we have an error called index not defined. Add index on parent subject id for the path courses. Okay, we have not declared the index in our rules section of our Firebase database. So let's quickly do that. We'll go to our project. Go to database. And go to rules. So we'll give comma and we'll give the collection name that we'll be setting rule for. Courses. And in this courses we have to set the index for parent subject id. So I'll just quickly copy this code, which is for setting index as parent subject id, and I'll be pasting it over here. So let's publish. Let's see what happens. Okay, rules published. So I'll just reload it and try once again. Okay, no, we have no data over here. So let's see what happens. Okay, problem is that I have parent subject id with D capital. So I'll just make this D capital and save it, and I'll just reload it and try again. Let's see what happens. Again, I'm getting this error, array index not defined. So I'll just go to rules again and check what happened. Okay, we have to write capital U over here also. So I'll just reload it once again and see what happens. Okay, awesome. We have got some data. So let's check that the data is correct. So I have this 2 over here. Here is the subject ID. So parent subject ID 2, parent subject ID 2, and parent subject ID 2. Okay, what else? What if I query 0? We have no data because I don't think we have any data for that index value as parent subject ID 0. We have one data for 3, so I'll just try to pass 3 and see what happens. Okay, awesome, it is working perfectly. So in this video I'll be not showing you how we can get this data and display it into a tabular format into our Laravel admin panel, because in the 4th video of this series I have shown you how to convert this data into our tabular format in Laravel admin panel. So if you not watched that video, you can go to the previous video, the 4th video of the series, and you can watch that, how we can add get the data from our real-time database and display it in a tabular format. So next thing is I'll be showing you in this video only that how we can add data to this particular courses thing for our parent subject. So let's quickly do that also. I'll go to my subject. You can see I have a bunch of subject over here. So I'll skip to the part where I have made this courses page already. I hope you guys, I'll show you in the fast forward that I'm making this page.
We're reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Reaching for the stars. I wonder where you are.
Okay, now we are done with that, adding that course, like displaying data from our database for belonging to this particular subject. So now I'm going to show you how we can add data to our subject, that is in the form of courses. So this will be the button. So I'll be changing this to like course image URL and subject to course name. So let's quickly do that. For that I need to declare another route for posting the data. I'll be duplicating this line. The same thing, just the change is like I'll be changing this get method to post method, and I'll be writing name as to add. So we are almost done with that. So we'll go to our courses blade. And we'll get to the modal, and we'll be doing some changes in the things like course image URL. And also change this index to add course. I'm going to my subject controller and pasting the code of add subject, and will change it to add course. And we'll be also passing a parameter, that is the ID of the course, so that I can add as parent subject ID to the data set. So request comma ID. I'll change it to course. Okay, so I think we are done with this add course. So we'll test out the code for this and let's see what happens. I'll reload it quickly and I'll click on add course, and for the image I'll take this image address and suppose we will be like new Android. I'll click on save changes and let's see what happens. Okay, the thing is like we have added the data, but we don't have a data over here, and we have data over here. But the reason behind we don't have data over here because we did not declare this parent subject ID over here. So I'll be doing that also right now. So I need to go to the data set what I was adding over here, and I'll be adding one more data to this set, that is parent subject ID. Subject ID pointing to the ID. And this ID comes from this particular ID parameter that I passed to post the function. So let's refresh and add one more data and check what happens. And I'll be deleting this data that is useless. Okay, we have reloaded that. I'll paste the same thing and I'll write new Android and I'll click on save changes. Okay, we have new Android over here, and we also have a new data over here, that is parent subject ID 2. Okay, so this video is basically focused on like adding subcategory data. So you can see like we already did that, and you can follow my codes to learn like how I did this. So one more thing I need to do is like I need to activate the link to this particular add course button, so that when I click on that I should go to the things belonging to that particular courses. So for that I need to go back over here. I need to go to subject controller. So we need to modify this thing for each. And for like subjects as $key pointing to subject, sorry about that, pointing to subject, and we'll be changing this thing to a variable instead of array, and we'll be duplicating this, and I'll be appending a new key into this as key, and I'll be passing this key to this particular storage, and I'll be modifying so that I don't have to modify much of the code, only to these two things. So I'll write all subject equals $sign all subject 1. So what it basically does is like I'm taking the subjects as key, the reference key what I get, the key is, I'll be showing you what it is. The key is the key value of the data, that is the index of the data. So I'm getting it as key variable and pointing that to the subject, and when I'm getting into the for each, I'm storing first the subject into one particular variable and appending that variable with an array followed by a key called key, and storing this key into this particular array, and this all data set as a whole I'm storing it in a array one by one. So every time this particular loop is executed, all data are stored into this array, and I'm passing it back to this all subject. So I should not, when I will reload this subject, I should not get any errors. Yeah, I don't have any errors. So now I'll be making this add courses to button or a link, so that when I click it should be appended by a key and will be going to the course, so that I can get the all courses belonging to this particular subject. So I'll go to courses. I need to go to subject so that I can change it to the link. So I need to go to the data table, and I will be appending this with the anchor tag href. I'll be writing slash $sign subject. The subject has a key value as a key slash course, says courses. So I need to close this anchor tag over here, and after the courses I need to give a closing tag for this anchor tag. Let's save and let's see what happens when I reload the code. Okay, we have an error called undefined index key. Okay, let's see what happened. I have this key over here. Okay, I'm so sorry guys, I have declared this thing in this whole value like an idiot in add courses. Well, I need to declare that in the later part also, but well, I'll just copy this whole code till here, and I will be pasting this into our index. Yes, index, and I'll save and see what happens. It should not get any error as of now. Yeah, I've got this add courses button. So when I click on this, let's see what happens. Okay, I need to give a subject also along with that, because I've given a slash sign. So I need to go to subject and write slash subject over here also. So let's reload and see what happens. Okay, we have got 4 courses that the link is working perfectly. I'll go back and check for the others. Okay, I'm getting error over here that no data, undefined variable, all courses over here. So this is basically the error handling part, so I'll be doing this in this video only. So I'll just go to my courses blade and we'll be going to the tabular part, and I'll be declaring check over here that if we need to declare it as, if it is not empty, then this particular for each will be executing, and if it is empty, then it will not executing this particular lines of code. Instead, no data available is if we don't pass any data through the data table. So there is no data in the table, so we'll be clicking on add courses, and I'll be using the same image and be writing this new course over here. And we're clicking on save changes. So I've got one new courses over here. When I check back over here, so I have the parent subject ID is 0, and I have new course over here for this particular subject. Okay, we are done with this adding subcategory to the subject or the data set. So that's it for today's video. In the next video, we'll be doing this file uploading part into our Firebase storage, so that instead of giving this link in this particular field, we'll be choosing a file, and that will be storing that file into this particular storage, and it will be getting a link. That link will be stored in this database, like course image or subject image, like that. and the rest of the part will be similar. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get the notification as I upload the videos. Thank you for watching.
Saving